And we're back, and we are back to 5 fleshy human people and no robots. So, let us continue. So, Jacques, you are bursting through the doors of the inn with a job.
I'm not bursting in. I'll walk in as normal.
Okay, so the rest of you see Jacques burst in through the doors.
If I bursted in, I'll scare our new bodyguard.
Piper and Hawkins.
Yeah.
They deserve to be afraid.
Don't want to make their jobs any more stressful.
I know, especially after 2 days ago, after their village was wiped out by goblins.
Yeah, exactly.
They're fragile right now.
Be chill.
So, what are you saying to the guys?
Flat meeting.
Pray tell, Jack, what is a flat?
Is that not when it's not elevated? It's like just on the ground. Why are we meeting about that? Do we all have to rely on the ground to have this flat meeting?
Staff meeting.
Okay, I see where you're coming
Piper
from.
and Hawkins, eagerly, shuffling. They're like, yes, boss. Ape kind of, shuffles over, yeah.
You two, very important job. You go out by the front door, make sure nobody walks in on the flat meeting. Go.
Staff meeting.
Staff meeting.
Yeah, okay. They salute and they waddle and they march out.
I'm up way a single thing of Godspeed.
Yeah, they are proper military marching out the door. They're obviously really looking to impress. They want that raise.
We should probably tell Ape as well right now.
I'll tell Ape that. I want Ape to go. I want this to be just a party chat for now. I want Ape to busy herself elsewhere, but might speak to her in a bit.
Yeah. I just meant tell her not to tell Piper and Hawkins about. Or kind of
No, you've already done that.
Oh, yeah, we have done that.
You did that on the night where Piper and Hawkins moved in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ape, Ape is kind of bouncy. She'll if you say, "Could you just fuck off for a bit because we want to chat with each other?"
Yeah.
She'll do that.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, she goes starts mopping a back room or something.
Cool. Right. So I'll grab us a bottle of something and pour some drinks and all sit around a table.
Are you going to go down to your secret basement?
Oh yeah.
Are you doing mad bartending skills?
No, we're going down to the secret basement.
No, I just meant you
Only
could
serious
flip the bottle or something.
Yeah, there's only serious bartending skills in the basement.
We haven't got down to the secret basement that you guys have as a guild meeting room. It's the first session.
We've not had
the main room.
You started the game in there, and you haven't gone back since. We're back home.
Not a reason.
Okay, so secret basement.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all sat around. We've got our documents and things about. There's dim lighting.
What's this about, chat?
Right. Well, we may have a new job for us, but it's a little bit more delicate than what we've been dealing with so far. And it's quite possibly linked to a few of the more risky endeavours we've come across lately. I'll mention the locket we picked up, as well as the spooky masks and stuff. I'll have the relevant materials on the table. I'll put the masks, the locket.
Okay. So, speaking of the relevant materials...
Oh, jeez.
Something is missing.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So, when you left Mr. Black's... Mr. Black's house, you left with a few things. You left with the locket. You left with the armor which you've sold. You left with, I'll say, you want to have left one of the masks so you can use it as a prop. But you left with Mr. Black's diary as well. Junior, you nabbed that.
Yeah, I did.
It's gone.
Oh. That's not good.
Yeah.
Where did you put it?
Is it where you last checked?
I put it right here.
Are you sure? Have you tidied your room?
Oh. My bad. Sorry. Apparently, 1 second. Actually, I'm currently doing something.
My wee gunsmith's workshop is all nice and tidy. Thank you very much.
Okay. Is it /W send to person? Okay, /W. There we go. That works. This is like, I'm not conversing with people. What are you talking about?
So, Dorhim, Blight, how are you two today?
Very good.
Were you practicing some of your bad bartending skills earlier?
I had a couple of bottles going at once, then a couple of backflips.
Yeah. Sorry, we're back on topic now. The diary is missing. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to talk about the diary missing, or are we going to talk about we're just going to shrug that off and go on with the
No, I think that's a pretty big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the diary is missing.
Okay.
What?
We need to.
Well, let's start with who had it last. Who was the person who was in charge of taking care of it?
I guess if Craig took it.
I took it, but I would have thought we would have just put it with our other relevant documents.
So maybe it was just stored down here in the basement.
In a secret room, which apparently isn't very secret.
Yeah, so that works for me. The secret diary was in the secret room, in the secret corner.
But they didn't steal anything else.
Do you think Ape knows about our secret room then?
Have you told Ape that you know this is a place did you trust her to tell her about it, or?
I don't trust her with anything. I wasn't there when you guys hired her, remember?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I still have a grudge.
So to your knowledge, Ape does not know about this room. Maybe you have let's.
She's crafty and conniving. I bet you she would have found a way.
She had a week and a half where she was here alone. While you guys were off gallivanting in the desert. So yeah, there's always a chance that she just discovered it and was like.
Could we maybe look around the room, see if any? Okay, actually, you know what? She's an expert. That wouldn't really help.
She goes in, she takes it, just like poof, teleports out.
Yeah.
So worth doing a perception maybe just to see if there's anything that's been disturbed or left behind.
Okay, give me a perception check.
It's perception.
I'm going to do it too because I just don't trust Ape. So I feel like Barty would do that.
Yeah, I'll do it as well.
Only Blight's not. That's suspicious. I mean, no, there we go. Blight crit fails. Blight, you don't know how to use your eyes. Let's see. So yeah, Jacques is the only one who got a particularly good roll there, a very good roll. And maybe you're able to determine just by the way things are. Nothing else is missing at all.
Yeah.
And that's saying this is your secret room. There's this mask here made of metal, probably sells. There's a few Chinese in the room. Maybe you've moved some loot taken down here.
Yeah.
Even the pendant.
Yeah. Even the pendant was in here. That's not. So. The fact that.
Sorry, I'm mute.
Thank you. Okay, the fact that this is the only thing that's missing is kind of like a red flare. Whoever came specifically for that and hasn't taken anything else. But they haven't. There's no sign of anything out of place, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely someone.
I'm just curious as to why they took the diary but not the pendant. Maybe they don't realize the importance of the pendant.
Maybe, but if they have the diary, then they can probably figure it out.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, if they if they just didn't know what the symbols were, now they have the diary, they know that thing. But at the same time, if it was just a general thief,
yeah,
then they would have just taken everything shiny.
Well, yeah, it's certainly a targeted person, but
yeah,
the reason they took the diary.
We need to get something to keep this stuff more secure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe turn the place upside down. not just this
you
room.
probably like when you guys were looking for it the first time, when you guys realized that you were you were looking like this was missing, you probably did that. We probably should have time skip.
But not just this room, like
Yeah,
entire...
again, just for the sake of time, it's no longer in the building. You guys have searched the place. I'll say that's what these perception checks there were. So, yeah.
So yes. So sorry, was you saying something?
No, like that. Like those 4 perception checks were a combination of you guys looking for clues and looking for the diary. Yeah. Nothing's out of place except the fact that there's a diary gone.
Yeah, and so I guess what we'll have to do is, well, soon we're going to have to question the staff, but first I guess we should finish what I brought you all down here to talk about. Okay, so I was speaking to our caring benefactor, Adet. You all remember, I assume. Like, we've had jobs from her before, so like, even if they're not all met face to face, they'll still be aware. I can't remember how many people's been introduced, but
you all met her.
Yes, I knew we'd all had a meeting, but I can't remember if everybody had actually been in the room at the time or just been like...
Yes, all 4
we were
in the room.
Cool, that's fine.
Dorhim tried to intimidate her.
Yeah.
You tried to sleep with her.
Hold on. Who hasn't?
I haven't tried that yet.
Who hasn't Dorhim tried to intimidate? That's not very helpful.
Junior makes a valid point.
Like who hasn't Junior tried to sleep with?
Can I try and intimidate Junior?
Yeah,
he's on the list.
You can try to intimidate Junior.
I'm not going to.
You will probably succeed.
Just like you don't need to roll intimidate. I've seen what shit you can do.
I've seen the fear in men's eyes.
Okay, so just waiting 1 second. So yeah, do you just explain the nature of the job, or?
Yeah, well, I'll basically say that these cards I picked up in the market seem to have some link to some certain artifacts which we've encountered before. Like point out the locket.
Yep.
And like compare the symbols to one, the shields and stuff.
Yeah, because you do have the cards with you, so you can just pass it around.
Now, we think apparently these artifacts are very dangerous and valuable. So we're looking to make sure we can recover them before anybody else does. Now, we seem to have a pathway to the next one, using another one of the cards as a anchor for teleportation. However, the person that can do that, I don't trust entirely. It's still our only option at the moment, but we need some kind of insurance to make sure that person doesn't give us any trouble.
May I ask why we are hunting down these items?
Because they're valuable and also potentially incredibly dangerous.
Also, it leads to a limitless gold. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's part of the thing.
Okay, I'd forgotten about that. I do like the unlimited gold part. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Think about it. We managed to track down, these items have been heavily sought after for decades now. If we're the people to find them, no one will ever forget us.
Fame, fortune.
Misfortune, fortune, and infamy.
And infamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we all signed up for, right?
So, what do you all think about this situation?
I think we should go for it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
riskier than our jobs.
It certainly is. It'll require
it's a sign we're moving up
ample
the world,
preparation.
friend.
It's almost like we all leveled up last week.
Wait, what level am I supposed to be now?
Fuck's sake, Tom, you're level 3 now.
Level 3.
Did you not level up, Tom?
Not yet. That's fine. I've been busy.
Oh, you.
It's fine. I'll manage. Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea basically is that I firmly think we can trust Adet She seems to be in this for the right reasons. You know, she's worried that these items are dangerous and has a personal vendetta against these cultists that we've been taken up arms against a couple of times now. She wants the blood and we want the money. I think that's a fair deal.
How much money are you getting?
A price was never settled with Odette for doing this particular, this thing.
This particular job, no price has been settled yet. Though we've had good deals for before. I'm sure we can work something out. Plus, the idea is that once we've attained all of this, then the rewards will be abounding. But the problem right now is this person that can supposedly open this teleport spell. He's very, very interested in these cards, which might be part of these artifacts. And I'm a little bit worried that once he's opened up this teleport and sent us through, we might not be able to get back. He might take the cards. He might hurt our friends. So I think we need some kind of insurance on that, but I'm not sure how yet.
If he does whatever he did not say he would do, we come back and I shoot him in the face.
Great wording there, Craig.
Whether or not we can get back, that's the problem. I propose we try and get a decoy made, maybe, of these cards. That's not going to be easy.
But wouldn't he be able to sense... If he can sense the magic in them, would he not be able to tell that they were separate deck?
Yeah, just remember, Tom, that you were able to sense the magic off these cards from one of them.
Yeah.
And then when you got the deck in your hands, you were able to tell that these things were fucking off the chain hook magic.
Okay. In that case, I think we need to try and goad him into coming with us.
Ooh.
Oh. I like that idea. It would not be a bad idea to have somebody with more magical expertise along with us.
Yeah,
Did you mention he was skittish around weapons?
No, that is a problem though. So I'll bring that up. You know, he's very skittish around weapons. He seems very distrusting, which is part of my reason for disliking him. But I think we need to set an ultimatum and stand some ground on this one. And I believe that Odette may hopefully have our backs on this.
I mean, if she doesn't, I'll probably just point my gun in the dude's face and ask him to come with us nicely.
Yeah.
Potentially an idea, although I'm a little bit worried about how her guards and stuff will... Well, we'll see if the guards are even there this time. But speaking of which, we should probably go soonish.
Yeah.
Now, the only issue...
I'm feeling well rested.
Yeah.
We'll get our staff to hold the place down.
Yeah, but the only issue currently is that we have this missing diary as well. So we need to... Right, can somebody bring Ape down?
I'll go now.
If she is the thief, then she already knows about this place. So...
Wait. Okay, hold on.
And if not, we need her help.
Dorhim, you're just the staff manager at this point in my eyes. Go get Abe.
That's a great role. Yeah, Dorhim
KP.
PR.
No, God, no! That's terrible.
The gnome fighter is the staff manager.
Yeah, okay. So Dorhim, how are you getting Ape down?
Ape, come follow me.
She was mopping. She's like, yeah, sure thing, boss. She drops the mop and she kind of brought along behind you. She does it perfectly fine.
I'll lead her to the basement and then...
Yeah. Okay, so when
she doesn't know about the basement. This is probably really bad.
When the basement door opens, she's like, whoa, when did this get here? You never told me about this one. You never told me about
you don't already know this is here. Right, come on down.
She kind of looks, she's like, what?
I then go for it and try and chuck her down the...
You actually try to throw her?
Or not like a throw, but kind of like... Nudge on.
Yeah. Yeah, you shoulder her and she starts to move. Cool. Yeah, she moves down and she's like, hey, what is this place?
I ask for her to sit down.
Yeah, she does instantly. She's like, sure, yeah.
So
She's like looking around, like she's not actually like ever making eye contact with you guys. She's like looking at the things on the wall, looking at the things on the table.
I
She's
ask
like,
that
I
she
think
make eye
that last
contact.
week. Huh, that's where it went. What?
I ask that she make eye contact because
She's like, sorry, boss.
Also, during this, I'm also just going to have my lap while when she was walking downstairs, just my gun on my lap,
Yes,
just holding it, my hand near the trigger,
I'm going to reassure Abe. I'm going to be like,
just to make her feel a little bit
he's
more
going
uneasy
to
around me.
ask you some questions. Just answer them truthfully. That's all we're asking.
we're good cop bad. We've got 2 bad cops here and 2 good cops.
You know how much of a dick Dorhim is, and Junior's got no bullets, so you know why he's sitting there stroking his gun.
I'm not
Because I would love to shoot her.
because he has a really small penis. I mean,
It's compensate for something.
yeah. So she's just like, yeah. What can I
I
do?
really
For you?
want to shoot Blight.
Is there something you need me to do?
Now, there's been a very delicate item stolen from the inn.
She's like, what is it?
A diary, which was purloined a few weeks ago, which contains some very sensitive information.
She's kind of like she thinks about it. It's like, I'm not seeing anything like that. You know when it was taken?
Unfortunately, not. It's just we've searched the whole place from top to bottom, and there's no signs of anything else being taken, even more visibly valuable items.
Yeah, she's like, well, what was the diary about?
We're not entirely sure. It's to do with a job, a very, very dangerous job, and information that could spell out problems for us if it's in the wrong hands. Now, we can't exactly go to the police on this, obviously. But we need some way of tracking this item down again. Have you seen anybody that's like coming to the bar while we've been away that is at all suspicious?
She thinks for a second. She's like, I served a couple of guys last week, sailors, but apart from that, no one's really been in. No, I've been out a lot. You guys told me to take things, so.
There. Okay, that's tricky. Let's see how else we're going to track this down. Right. Well, basically, I'm gonna. Well, we've got 2 men on watch now, at least, who seem dim-witted enough to be trustworthy.
Those guys, yeah. Where I saw someone trying to eat a spoon earlier.
But I'm going to ask that she keep a solid eye on them. Like try and limit going out and stealing at the moment, because this is kind of more important. Basically, it's a case of these guys are paid by us and such, but somebody could probably pay them more.
So no problem. Do you want to do a sense motive or anything like that to see whether or not
getting this points that way, but yeah.
She you can tell it's not so much the way she's talking to you that gives it but the way she kind of the way she was looking at things. It wasn't like I don't want to make eye contact. It was whoa, this place was down here the whole time. She does seem surprised. She's got a pretty good poker face, but she never seems to have seen this room before. And if that's where the diary was stolen from, then you think you can trust her on this. Yeah.
Well, since there aren't any more leads, unless anybody else has any questions, there's only one more thing I want to ask.
Take that as a no.
Well, does she know of anybody else that has the same abilities that she does?
She shakes her head. She's like, I mean, there's always a possibility, but I've never met any of them.
Where did you get your abilities?
She's like, how much time have you got?
Read us the backstory, Luke.
Oh, great. Thanks, guys, for I have a session plan, but no, we're just gonna go into everyone's fucking backstories this week.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and say I don't care what your story is. Did you steal the thing?
No,
Intimidator.
no, I didn't know this room was here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty sure.
Do you want to do the intimidate check?
Sorry.
You
It's
did-
up to you. Do I need to?
Well,
I mean, at this point, Dorhim's scary enough.
give me the intimidate check. So, because she does seem like she's like whoa, like of all the party members, she probably trusts you the least because you're the one who stabbed her that one time. But yeah, she's like, no, come on, come on, boss. I didn't even know this place was here.
No, yeah, I believe you. But can you give us a short version of where you got your powers from? Because it seems like one of the only ways that this could have been stolen without leaving any sort of trace like that would be.
Okay, guys, I have to head off for a wee bit. Sorry.
He's already talked it through with me. I'm taking control. I'm Junior again. I'm wasting bullets. We actually have bullets to waste this time, guys, so we can do that.
Why does Craig have tea so late?
I haven't eaten yet.
So any of us can be Craig right now.
Same kind of way we've done before, where if you guys want to do something, run it past me and I can roll it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I need to load up her backstory, and I'll give you the TLDR of it. So yeah, she mentions again, she pulls we've talked about this before, but she wears a lot of tattered rags.
Yeah.
Covers up a lot of her body because she's got really bad burn marks all over her body. She unwraps one of the ones on her shoulder where she's got the branding. She has a branding on her shoulder from when she was kicked out of the Ebb and Hands mercenary group.
Yeah.
She's like they were doing things to a whole bunch of kids. Back over in Penzance. It was this one guy. He was a massive dick. He wasn't really part of the group, but he wasn't really part of the mercenary, but he it's hard to explain, but yeah, they did things to a whole bunch of us from this, took us off the streets. I just kind of got them,
Just kind of got them.
Yeah, she doesn't really you can tell she doesn't really want to go into the details right now.
Okay.
She kind of this time she's not making eye contact with you, and she's not doing it because she doesn't want to talk about it. But she seems to be she's still giving you information. So she was given these abilities.
All right, so I mean, there's nothing we can do about it at this point. It's basically just a case of we need to watch out for those guys because they may well be involved in this, and that might be worth relaying to Adept. But we should, we should. If you guys are all okay with it and are at the job, we should head for we should head for Adept.
Junior agrees. Okay, what the rest do you think?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go head through a portal.
Cool. Blight, you in agreement?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, so let's fast forward, fast travel you guys over to Odette's mansion.
Yep.
She meets all of you at the gate like she did with Jacques earlier, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys here." Of course, come on in. And she starts leading you through the gates up towards the place.
Aye.
So, if you want to talk to her now about your whole, you want to keep, the whole plans about messing around with Yinmyar.
Yeah.
Now's going to be your best chance before you even get into the mansion.
Yeah, I will mention it now. Basically, say that I know she trusts him, but just because he's not fully involved and we don't know a lot about him, we're a little wary about his allegiances.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially because he's so interested in these cards and clearly knows a lot more.
Yeah.
About them.
Again, she's hesitant, but she's like, he's a child. He's young. He's for an elf anyway. He's really young. She does seem reluctant about this. She's like, I know he can be a bit strange, but I promise you, there's nothing to fear here. It will be better. I think it'll be better if he stays here.
Can I do a sense motive on her on that?
Yep. Of course.
That's a bit.
Does anyone else want to do it? Because
Yeah, I'll try.
good.
Just Junior.
Junior would love to. I mean, it's an opportunity for him to do it. Chris, what did you get there?
4.
What the? Sense, motive, roll.
My God.
Okay, so
Fucking hell.
there still seems to be something off entirely.
Yeah.
Like you guys are like, ooh. Maybe it's just something. Maybe it was something the way she said it, like a wording or slip up.
Can Dorhim not figure anything out?
Okay, I'll try.
There we go.
Dorhim, you're just like, yeah, sure. Like they're all fucking flippant. Like they're all like fucking like squinting their eyes like left and right, and you're just like, sounds cool. She seems to be like honest to Dorhim. The rest of you think that she's lying through her teeth.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell the rest of them that she's lying through her teeth.
What reason do you have to do that?
I don't really like her. I'm going to say
Okay.
we should be careful of her.
Okay. So yeah.
She's not telling it.
Okay. So she is still leading you in. She's still she's still happy to do that. She and unless any of you want to do anything before you reach the living room, she'll take you in. This time she doesn't ask you to drop your weapons.
All right. Well, I guess we need them, don't we?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
So Yin Miar is already here, so now the other three can see the elf. He's standing on the other side of the room, and he's like spread the furniture side, and on the floor there's like a whole bunch of like chalk drawings and like things like that. They're like all over the place. There's like it's obvious like magical ritual-y kind of stuff. It's
Right.
like, you're back. Please, the cards.
I want to ask first. We're sure that his teleport magic is safe.
Like, are you talking to him or to?
Yeah.
Okay.
To him.
He kind of looks at. He's like, he's like, I mean, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah. Again, I don't know much about the way this portal's gonna work, but just this should work. I've got like, and he starts like yammering on like and pointing to like different like sigils on the floor in different rooms. He's like, that one's like, that one's the contingency in case this happens. This one's gonna kick in if something bad happens in this way.
And how do we get back?
And he's like, the door will stay open. He's like, portals like this, once they're there, they're there. They only stop once they're closed, or sometimes they run out on just time. But I can't guarantee you time. But he's kind of like he's trying to word things like he uses like a lot of magical mumbo jumbo. Like it's like talking to a techie about your computer when you don't know anything about it, and you're just like, he's using a lot of jargon, but occasionally he kind of simplifies things, and he's like, but yeah, so I think it will just stay there. It should last at least a day.
And if anything, I'm a little worried about things following us out as well.
Yeah, he's like, that's always a possibility. Yeah, but I mean, I can zap anything that comes out right back in. I think that like the second you say that, you can see like a look of worry, like he hadn't considered that on his face. Like, oh.
I'm going to turn to her and ask, are you sure that this is the right place to do this?
He's like, sorry. He's like, yeah, this is. She's like, this is the best place. No one knows about it. No one will think that anything's happening in here.
And so I'll just kind of go along with it. It's like, well, it'd be a shame to make a mess of the place. So hopefully this doesn't go off.
Okay. Yeah. So are you just gonna ready in?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So currently, Dorhim and Junior have both sent me a BRB. So
all right.
I'm now in control of everyone except you two.
Yay!
So yeah, do you two want to do your usual? Are you guys going to do your usual like hands-on thing? Well, okay.
Go.
So Yeah, I gotta join in this time.
But I still can't see if he's doing it. I like that. I like that. That's good.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, he asked for the deck of cards, and I'm guessing you're gonna hand them over.
Yep.
This time he's actually putting his hand out and stuff. He's ready. He's like too excited to do this. So yeah,
Okay.
he starts. He lays them out in a certain pattern, in certain like there's some squares he's made on the floor, and like he's like bonk bonk bonk. And he starts like chanting, pulls out some stuff. Takes him about 5 minutes, and like he's chanting, wibbling things, and then eventually, the cards start to like tremble a little bit, and they start to like raise off the ground. Then all of a sudden, they start flying around the place, and then eventually, like they start just flying around the room, making circles, making patterns in the air, and then eventually the tower card number 16 stops in the middle, and it starts to like kind of expand slightly. And then the door, the image of the door, like all the chains drop off, and the card, like the door on the card opens, and all the other cards start like getting sucked inside. You can like the four of you, or the three of you and Junior, who's this guy right here, feel like a pull towards it, and he's like, if you guys walk towards it, you should like you should be able to get in now. He's kind of like holding his hands, like keeping the portal open with his things.
Okay. So we all hold hands and jump in together.
I'm in. Go, you can go.
You like turn to the party and you're like, do we want to hold hands? And Dorhim's just like, wee. Cool.
Yeah, we'll head in.